talking about Sleep Token a lot, and I was watching the. Did you watch the Drumeo version with for the summoning?
Yes.
When during that like breakdown, when it's like electronic in the track, he does that little fucking solo.
Mm-hmm.
That was unreal, man. That is. I highly recommend you guys go fucking check that out.
Yeah, we will.
Well, I'm coming around. Like you said earlier in the night before we did any sort of filming, that you were so on them at the beginning because you thought it was kind of gimmicky with the masks and stuff. I was the same way. I just didn't say it.
Well, me too.
And now I've done a deeper dive from you guys talking about it. I'm like, the music's pretty good though. Like it's interesting, right?
Yeah, it's diverse as hell, too, man.
It's like sometimes you're like, am I still listening to the same fucking track?
Yeah.
Like Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Right? I had a question though. Like when they're showing those videos of him, the cymbals look weird. Like he's got holes on a bunch of the cymbals and shit. Yeah. What is with that?
That's just a new style.
Is it
like a trash?
It gives it more a hollow sound more than anything else.
Yeah, it gives it a more like industrial sound. Yeah. You'll see like the outer layers have like a 3-inch hole, and then as you get closer, they're smaller holes. Yeah. It's just a modern gimmick of a symbol. Yeah.
I was gonna say, sounds like a bunch of my ex-girlfriends.
Wow.
It happens, right? Like I was gonna say,
wow. It too, I know them, and
I respect my ex-girlfriend.
Hold on. And send.
And send, right?
And send. Somebody clip that before he edits that out.
Right.
That's me.
Yeah.
Sleep Token. I did a through the different Just Ranked shows that Chris and I have been talking a lot about Sleep Token here and there, and that forced me to do like this crazy deep dive. I spent, I don't know, I think we were talking in pre-production. I spent one day like 16 hours, not 16 hours
consecutively,
continuously.
The course of the day,
just going into this and this and this, and Chris had mentioned a song that had a saxophone song, Emergence, right?
Emergence, yeah.
That had at the very end an outro that had saxophone, and I wanted to know about this, so that's what started the crazy deep dive. But I got stuck on Caramel. They're just cool R&B kind of feel, and they're a metal band. They're also like an emo band, so they have like an emo.
They're not a pure metal band, right?
No.
They're
not. I don't know that they're a genre. They're fucking reggaeton, fucking pop rock.
It's
new
like
metal.
Weird, right? Like, but strangely good. The more you listen to, the better it gets, right?
But they're so good at it though, and his voice is good. I don't care what anybody says. Like, but their musicianship is so good too. Like, and the way they weave everything together,
fluid.
Yeah.
It's very, very fluid. And it's so cool. And I was playing a song for my wife the other day on the deck. And I'm like, okay, don't listen to the metal part, but just listen to this. And it was Caramel, however you want to say it. And she's like, yeah, I don't care for his voice, but the music is really fucking cool. There's an undertone to everything they do. And I really like progressive music. I'm just a big fan of progressive music. And I mean, you can't even just call it progressive because it's fucking everything, and it's so cool. Yeah, well, I mean, what else are you guys listening to?
Well, I think I might have shared it with you, Jimmy, last week or at some point. But I over the last couple of years, I've been listening to a lot of Dirty Honey.
Yes.
Which is in LA. Yeah, remember I said check these guys out. It's an LA band.
Additional stuff when you're done.
Yeah, and they have a Zeppelin kind of feel, but they also have a muddy kind of Southern feel. But
Southern rock,
because I've said I like that kind of music. I mentioned that in our 25th episode. But they're from LA, so they're not really Southern roots, but they're heavily influenced by Zeppelin or somebody like that, because that's kind of what they remind me of. But they have a ballad that I really like, and that whole album from 2023 is Can't Find the Brakes. Yeah, fucking awesome.
Can't Find the Brakes.
Yeah, they're unique, right? Like but they're like Black Crowes meet Zeppelin or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ish, right?
Yeah.
But I think I mentioned in the 25th episode, I like Goodbye June. I like Black Smoke Raspberry or whatever you call them.
Blackstone Cherry.
Blackstone Cherry. I love that southern muddy deep.
Yeah.
With a bit of hardness, right? So, and these guys have a bit of all that, like some hardness, some good ballads.
Yeah.
Yep. So I got stuck on them for a while.
Well, you sent me that Spotify list, and I played some of it for my wife. She's like, I like this. I don't like this.
Right.
We were hanging out with another couple Thursday night, and we went to this like little park bench area, and it's kind of by the house. We just sat there, and the one friend Ryan, we like to throw music back and forth. And
is he a fan of the show?
He's watched some. Yeah.
Does he follow us on TikTok? What's his TikTok?
TikTok.
Yeah,
TikTok.
His last name starts with W.
Ryan Hibbett.
Oh, okay.
Ryan Whitland. That's my brother-in-law.
Oh, your brother-in-law. Okay, that's who I thought you were talking about. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
But I played this Dirty Honey for him, and he was like, "Yeah, this is cool. I like a lot of it, but some of it's just different." He's kind of more of an alt rock kind of guy. But yeah, so I've been kind of spreading the word for that Dirty Honey. I really like it. There's kind of a Greta Van Fleet to that too.
A little bit of Greta, and that's maybe the Zeppelin feel is the Greta feel too.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been listening to that list you sent me, except for that weird acoustic U2 stuff that's mixed in there. But yeah. I've been really digging on that.
Nice.
What else, Joe? What have you been listening
to? Weirdly enough, Jimmy, you might remember this album actually because I used to play it all the time back in the day, and I just haven't listened to it in a long time.
I did.
You might know this album.
Oh.
And this act because they're not well known, but you probably remember me playing over and over again. But just like 2-3 weeks ago, something came up. One of their songs came up in my random playlist for Apple Music, and like, holy shit, I got to listen to this album because the album is amazing from head to toe. And they were a small band. They had one minor hit and 2 lesser hits. But the act is a duo called David and David.
Yep.
And you might know that song. Welcome to the Boomtown.
Yep. Northern Minnesota.
Got a little off track.
Yep.
Are they from Minnesota?
No, they are not. They're from LA. So they're actually a couple of songwriters, the studio musicians that just decided, hey, let's get together and just make an album. And so they did.
Yeah.
But I guarantee that their number one hit, or it went number 8 in the United States, but the song was called Welcome to the Boomtown.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Boomtown. Okay.
Yeah. And they also have minor hits, Swallowed by the Cracks and It Ain't So Easy. But the entire album was always reminded me like if 80s pop Bruce Springsteen and he mixed in with Dire Straits' Brothers in Arms album. Take those two things and combine them together, and that's what
I said, welcome
to the Boomtown.
I was thinking Life in a Northern Town when I said
Dream Academy.
Around. Yeah. So since YouTube doesn't allow us to play music, you gotta listen to music, listen to that shit. But that's what
it's like singing. I'll sing anything, anytime. I don't care. I don't get embarrassed.
No, I mean, I was like, what's the second song on there? I forget what it's called, but every time I hit, River's gonna run. God damn, dude! Just when you listen to that song, I still know all. That's the weird thing, dude. I haven't listened to this album in years, and I still remember all the lyrics. And I'm awful at lyrics. Ask my wife. She'll be like,
"What year is it from?"
87 or 87.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you listen to Welcome to the Boomtown, you're like, oh yeah, it might have. I don't even think. Let me look it up real quick.
David and David.
You don't know the song?
Yeah, I don't. It may not have been released in Canada.
I might like it. Kind of sounded familiar when you guys sang it.
Yeah, it was kind of a big song for.
Yeah, it went number 8. It was big, but the rest. I mean, that was the only album they had. Right. It was just a one shot thing they did. And like I said, every song on it is really good. And like I said, take pop Bruce Springsteen from the 80s and mix them with Dire Straits' Brothers in Arms album, and that's what they kind of sound like.
Okay, yeah, that sounds all right.
Yeah, because again, the one David sings, he does all the singing. He doesn't have the perfect voice. You know what I'm saying? He's got kind of that gravelly kind of voice.
Wait, there's 2 people named David in that band?
What's that? Yeah, David and David. Yeah,
So David doesn't sing, but David does.
correct. Yes,
Fucking
but not David. David
Right. Or not David.
David guy.
or David.
David and David.
Yeah, it's like the Appice brothers. We're gonna
David.
mispronounce it.
Right?
David. Sorry, it's David.
I'm Vinny Appice.
David.
French.
No, let's
This
not
is
bring
my
up
brother
David.
Carmine Appice.
Nice.
Hey, when you guys were talking about the songs being written in 10 minutes, sorry, I was just watching a video recently with Ed from Bare Naked Ladies. What's his last name, Dink?
Robertson?
Ed Robertson. He wrote the theme for The Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you know the story behind how he wrote it in like literally 10 minutes?
Really?
Because
No.
so he's supposed to have a meeting with Chuck Lorre from,
Glory, yeah.
and he's like, I'm supposed to have a meeting with this Chuck. He's telling his wife, I'm supposed to have a meeting with him. I didn't write this song. I'm going to tell him I can't do it. I'll get somebody else. I'll give him some names, some other people that'll do it. She's like, do you mean Chuck Lorre, like the TV producer? He goes, yeah, I think that's it. She goes, Google him. He goes, so I Googled him and all the things he did. He goes, so I wrote the song in 10 minutes and sent it to him.
No shit.
He calls me up. He goes, that's great. That'll do. I love that song. That's
Right.
great. He's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, now it's arguably their biggest song.
I was gonna say,
And
it's probably made more money on
he
that
is
song than
just-
else. Yeah.
Checking cashing checks.
Mhm.
Right.
Fucking
Too funny.
great.
So, like, another thing is, like, one of the cool things about the podcast is that we get influenced by, like, music that we may or may not know, or we kind of know. And I tend to go on deep dives after every single recording session. And Chris and I were talking about Alien Ant Farm a while back. And not just the MJ edition, but just throughout the show. But the MJ edition, or the MJ episode with Smooth Criminal, caused me to go into a deep dive in fucking Alien Ant Farm. I've been really listening to a bunch of their newer stuff.
I was going to say, are they still recording music?
They have something within the last couple of years. Yeah.
Wow, really? I
But,
didn't even know that.
Yeah. I've always loved them. I loved their vibe. Now their vibe has changed because, they're fucking 40 years old. They're not
Right.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
angst-ridden. Now they have, mortgages and shit. But it's really a cool vibe, and I don't know. I'm really digging on them again. Another one is Bad Flower. I think I mentioned them.
Yeah.
Ghost a couple episodes ago, and
I dove in after that episode because I was like, who are these guys? It's fucking
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
man.
Well, and then after the 2015-25, when we were
That's
talking
what it
about
was.
10 years, I went back and I made a playlist with 10 years and what Chevelle and More Perfect Circle stuff, Seether, Words as Weapons, fucking Evans Blue. I'm even listening
oh,
to.
Evans Blue. I forgot about them.
I forgot about them too. Shit.
Hi.
Hold
Yeah,
on,
so when I started looking at 10 years, all these other things, Spotify will suggest shit to you. So I made a playlist of all this shit. And I forgot about it.
I do love that about Spotify, right? If you like, that's like, say, the Dirty Honey, and then you go down to people like this, and all those other acts, right? And some of them are like the ones I said, Black Stone Cherry and Goodbye June, and then there'd be like 4 or 5 others that I've never heard of that have a
Right.
similar.
Yeah.
I love that, right? Because how else would you find them, really, unless you really dove in somewhere else to find like-minded or like-sounded bands?
Right.
Yeah, that's why I hate about Apple Music because it makes great playlists if you give it its category or it's based off these few songs, but it never ever in my experience gives me artists I've never heard of before.
Yeah, Spotify's great for that. Spotify will make you a list. You might like this. I'm like with like 30 songs and 25 of them are your own that you've listened to all the time. And every once in a while, there's like, what's this shit you threw in here?
Yeah,
And
very
even-
seldom do I
even
ever
when
get
it
an artist
does
I've never heard before.
The new release Friday, new release radar, it's usually stuff that I like align with what I've been listening to.
Right.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've never paid attention to the new release on there.
Yeah.
That's how I found out Honeymoon Suite had a new single.
Yeah.
They,
No, it's
they have
good
a
for
new
this.
album coming out
Yeah.
on the 25th, I think.
And the song's not bad, but his voice is really good. Like it's holding
Still,
up.
huh?
Like,
Wow.
yeah.
I don't know how
That
singers
song-
do that when
I've
they get
only heard
older,
the
how
one
they
song, but I was impressed. Yeah.
I was gonna say I don't know how singers when they get older how they continue to hit those songs, man. It's just I mean I probably wax poetically about Sammy Hagar of all people because he has 78 and still fucking singing, and it's only like a half step lower.
Did you say half step? Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah,
fucking amazing. The guy's 78.
Amazing. I know. Speaking of old guys, yesterday or the day before, I
Yes,
was
I'm
listening
here.
to, and I'm sure we will do an episode on these guys at some point. I was listening to Kiss. So, like
Really?
I have a massive Kiss list. It's 70 songs that I've ranked. Right.
Yeah.
What?
Joe's not a fan, obviously. But Rock and Roll Over is maybe my favorite album from them.
Okay.
From 76. I know, Jimmy, you're a Kiss fan, right?
Well, I'll let you finish your statement and I'll expand.
I went through a massive Kiss phase when I was a kid. Love Kiss. Of course, Gene's a douche.
Joe-
He
Paul's
doesn't
a,
fuck around.
Paul's a wiener.
Fuck around.
Right, he doesn't fuck around. But I will always return to old Kiss because it's like a childhood familiarity thing, right? Where I'm like, oh, this is it's my Apollo 13. If I don't feel like listening to anything else, well, I'll just put some Kiss on.
Right.
Where
Right.
most people, obviously Joe, won't ever put Kiss on, right?
Well, I gotta be honest. There's 3 bands I've never understood the appeal. Kiss is one of them. Iron Maiden and Judas Priest. The other 2, I don't fucking understand that. 'Cause
Fucking
I know people love Priest. People love their Maiden. People love their Kiss. I mean, and I'm obviously an outlier on those 3 because I don't fucking get it. I just don't.
And I'm
get it.
surprised. Like I get well, I don't get Maiden really with you because their musicianship
I
is
don't
great.
No, I
the
respect them as
musicianship is great.
musicians. I'm just not into the music. To me, it doesn't do
And
anything.
the guitar work in Priest is phenomenal, right? Glenn Tipton is great. KK's pretty good too. But the two
Yeah,
of them,
again, surrounds
Dynamite.
himself with great musicians. The bands, they're incredible. I just don't appreciate. It's not for me.
yeah, I know, and I get that, right? It's
But
strange.
I've tried over the years, like, especially when I was younger. I was like, there's got to be something I'm missing. Well, okay, I'll listen.
Why does
to-
everyone like Judas Priest?
Yeah,
Sure.
I'll listen to something like, okay, yeah, I don't get it. Every song sounds the same. It's like, there's no real hook. Yeah,
So this is queued up, right?
that's what we're calling it.
All right,
Sure.
just so you know, just so you understand, watchers, listeners, this is how our fucking chat room is.
That's right, but it's in writing, right? It's like,
Goes like this all fucking over,
Right.
and we try to run a podcast in that chat.
all right, we'll talk about it more together because none of us is making any sense.
I fucking hate that chat so much sometimes.
I love it. Fuck.
I'm trying to respond to Dink's chat, and it's like this fucking long, and then he has another one right behind it that's
I
just
know.
as long. I'm like, I didn't even respond to the
yeah.
first fucking
Yeah, are
one.
you writing that on your phone or your computer? Because, dude, it's
I'm writing it on my phone.
so
and I'm
many,
at work,
so
not
many
supposed to
words.
be on my
I was
phone. I'm like,
popular with the
Jesus
ladies. I have
fucking
the
Christ.
thickest thumbs in the West or the East.
So
My
there's,
wife-
there's stuff in there, man, I haven't read.
So
I'll be
Dave,
honest with you. I haven't
Dave,
fucking read it.
I knew
I have no
it.
I
idea.
think it's
what you
okay
said.
because my wife complained in the past, like a few years ago, that my texts were always too short to her. It's like, yes, okay, blah, blah. I mean, it's a text, right?
Okay.
So if you
Yeah.
come in on a text, she goes, why are all your responses just one word?
Okay. I'll write 2 long things and Chris will
No,
send
it's
them.
me.
I'm
I sent her the first chapter. I sent her the first chapter of War and Peace in text.
right, right.
I'm like, I start typing like 3 words, and then you do another fucking paragraph and
know.
a half, and I'm like,
Right.
what
that
the
happens.
fuck
I mean,
am
is he
supposed
writing
to
this
respond
with
to
his
that?
mind or
So
what?
I just send a fucking meme
And so you
or an
watchers
Instagram
and
clip.
listeners,
Go fuck yourself.
so you watchers and listeners understand. Tolstoy here does fucking crazy long rants, and after all those rants, he'd be like, "Hello," and we're like, "We're all fucking working. We're gonna have to go back and get to it." How many times
then-
have you heard? I didn't read
Is
it.
there
Dave?"
cliff notes for these last 30
Oh, I get it from my
seconds on
other
there?
group chats too. Like the high school reunion
So
I had, they're all like, "Oh,
I
nice
start
fucking
responding,
novel."
and I stop, and then he calls me out. He's like, oh, I feel like you're gonna respond, and then you didn't. I'm like, yeah, because you fucking wrote another paragraph. I gotta read
No.
that now.
All the
Joe will
information's there,
sign-
boys. Fucking pin it.
Joe will side message me. Cliff notes, please.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to start doing that too. Just copy me on the cliff notes,
It's
please.
42 messages I've missed, and like
Joe,
three
Joe,
of my
Jimmy, and I are
entire
gonna have a
chapters of
chat.
book.
Dink's Cliff Notes.
Right. And then you guys won't say anything, and then I'll be like you said, hello. And then you will respond. I'll be like, okay.
Oh no. So Dink will message me. What's up? I'm the interpreter.
What do these guys think? I don't fucking know.
They're fucking working. That's what they're thinking.
Dude, I'm not even supposed to have my phone with me at work.
Text me more than my wife.
I took 3 minutes on the toilet. Fucking respond.
Who was it the other day? He said, "Does Chris have Messenger on his phone?"
I do, but I'm not supposed to be on it at work.
What? No.
I know. I'll be like, it'll be 90 degrees out. I do heating and cooling. It'll be 90 degrees out, and I'm like, I can't fucking message you guys. I'll get back to you later.
Now, I'll make the mistake of messaging on my break, and then you think I'm on my break for the rest of the day.
Right. I'm like, oh shit. Oh, well, by the way.
Right.
Yeah, sorry. I'm at work. I'll message you 4 hours.
My wife, when I was a teacher, she called me one time and she kept on calling me, fuck, or I'm middle of class, right? And I kept on calling me. Thankfully, my office was attached to my classroom. So I went to my office real quick because she called me like 6 times in a row. I'm like, what's going on? Are you okay? She's like, why aren't you answering? I'm like, I'm in the middle of class. I'm teaching a class.
Pardon me, kids.
Well, don't you know I'm a teacher, right?
My wife.
Love you, honey.
Oh shit.
All right. Full circle. Back to your question to me.
Yeah, man.
Squirtion? You're squirtion to me.
Sorry, question. I call our chat the stream of consciousness because it's hard to keep up. So your question to me about Kiss is, as a child, I loved Kiss. Kiss was like the fucking mecca. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I wanted to be Peter Criss. Thankfully, I didn't become Peter Criss. I do really, really enjoy the early stuff. There was a chunk there where they got a little artsy. And then there was, you know, the 80s stuff, Animalize, Asylum, Lick It Up. Like, I liked some of that stuff because it was kind of adjacent to what I was listening to. So, like, when we talk about doing a Kiss episode, of course I'll do a Kiss episode. But am I going to be, like, on top of Kiss news? Probably not.
No.
Yeah.
I'm
the same way with you, Jimmy. When I was a kid, when I was younger, I had a friend that had an older brother that was really big into Kiss, and he had all the albums, and they were really good with their marketing.
Oh,
right.
We've talked about
Jim. Yep.
Right. And I could totally do a Kiss episode, but I don't actively listen to a lot of stuff. I like Lick It Up. I like Animalize. You know. Right. Yeah. Yeah. I had Frehley's comment. The live cassette. I like Ace Frehley a lot. I'm a fan of him.
Yeah.
Anton Ace is probably the best one of the group, right? Like,
this is why I can't tell you the one song I like, because if we do a Kiss episode, that one song will be my 4 picks. So I don't want to surprise you. I don't want to blow the surprise. So
right, come on, Detroit Rock City, doom doom.
That's how I kind of feel about Madonna. There's one song of hers that I kind of like, and then the rest of them like.
Sure.
And let me guess, it's Live to Tell.
Well, what if we do the show, man? I can't tell you.
True.
So it'll be our top 4, excluding Live to Tell, because I feel like all 4 of us are going to have Live to Tell.
This proves to listeners that we do not discuss our picks before.
At all.
We don't. Never have.
Nope.
No, we skirt around it, but we never really give each other the picks, right?
No, never.
Right. Well, like recently, you know, for the viewers, watchers, listeners, whatever, the 2 over here don't really care until they care about what's being done.
Right.
So the onus falls upon Dink and I to kind of come up with some sort of, you know, guidelines and where we could go. So Dink and I get all excited about picks and stuff. We're like, we brought up another list recently. I won't say what it is. And we both went off on tangents, and we talked for, I don't know, like an hour the other day about it. Like, oh my God, this is so awesome. This is so great. We
They
brought
better
it up,
not shoot it
they're
down.
like- they're like, I mean, sure, I'll do that.
Man,
Chris and I are very non-committal. This is the best band
Right.
ever. We call us a band because
Right.
we function like a
Well,
band.
yeah,
We
you said
don't
don't
act like a
care.
band.
You don't care until you don't care. That's you
Exactly.
Said,
Yeah. I don't care until I care.
Right. You said you don't care.
I'm just
Until I have to. I don't care until I don't care.
Right.
I'm
Chris will
kind
be
of
like,
riding-
fine, I'll do it.
I'm just along for the ride. I don't really do anything. Sorry, dude.
Right?
I think we have all agreed that, you know, except maybe one person might do a list for country. That's probably the only thing we won't ever do. And it's like, sorry, country fans.
Well, and that good segue. If we were talking about what I've been listening to, some of my country listening in this house is somewhat forced. If I
Somewhat.
All of my country listening is forced.
Yes.
some of it's for me is by choice. If it's Chris Stapleton or stuff that I like, other stuff. If I don't have music on and Katie does, she listens to a lot of country. So I have
Yeah.
listened to a lot of Morgan Wallen lately because she plays it, right?
Interesting.
Right. 20 Cigarettes, which just makes me want to fire one up. His new album is pretty good if you like him, but like you guys have said, and I start to sway that way, a lot of it sounds the same. It's kind of
So high nasally, huh?
a little nasally, right? Like, and he came here last year, and the tickets were insanely
My bad.
priced.
Yeah.
Like one of the hottest acts right now.
Yeah, and that's why they can charge so much because there's a demand, right? Like the
Yep.
younger
So people stop
generation.
paying for tickets. Nothing is going to happen with that.
Well, yeah. See, and that's the other thing too. Is now some acts, like, I mean, famously Katy Perry's tour right now is,
Well,
to be
well,
said,
wait.
being losing money because
There's a reason.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, have you seen some of the videos? I'm just saying it's not a guaranteed thing anymore. I mean, there's a YouTube documentary, not documentary, but really like informational show about just lower mid-level bands touring, and they're like, bands can't afford a tour anymore because they lose money. They just
Yeah.
lose money. They can't set ticket prices too high in a small club because if it get too high, no one's going to go, and you got to charge something, right? Because you got to pay people, and
Right.
most of them aren't even breaking even anymore live. So I mean, so when these big acts now, because how many acts we've heard in the last few months have canceled their tours because it just no one's buying
Yeah.
tickets.
No one's
Yeah.
buying tickets, right?
Yeah,
I actually
125
like Katy Perry, so
Yeah, she had a couple good songs. She does. She's got a couple of songs I
Yeah.
like, but I'm just
and
saying.
if you just do the dishes, she'll suck your dick. And that is a direct quote from her in an interview, like when she was with Orlando and they just
I'll be
recently
back.
split.
I got dishes to do.
Right, if that's what I'm doing, the dishes, right? Like, just do the dishes, I'll suck your dick. That's what she said, right? You can probably find that clip. And then her and Orlando split up, so I guess he wasn't doing the dishes.
I guess he wasn't doing the dishes anymore. I was gonna say.
Well, when you're
Dishes are done, dude.
Right.
dancing like this, I'm sure he can come up
Right,
with
well,
something that'll-
He's like, I got a
maybe she
machine for
wasn't
that.
the
She's
same after
like,
she
so do
went to
I.
space.
right. She came back and kissed the ground and had a flower. That
Oh,
Right,
what
yeah,
a-
I know. Like that was
That's
just
what I was saying.
Yeah, oh yeah. There's a few
fucked
things.
up.
She took the brunt of that whole fucking thing.
Well, even when William Captain Kirk,
Chapman.
William Shatner, when he
Sure.
he was analytical about, but he was like, oh, he wasn't kissing the ground and shit, and
Right.
you know,
Well, he'd already been up in space, so
right? Yes,
For years.
for
Years.
years,
He's
a
done
5-year mission.
having sex with green people.
right.
He was woke
you guys
before
see-
woke was a thing.
Did you see the All American Rejects are doing house parties at like university towns?
Oh, that's
Really?
awesome.
That's brilliant.
Instead of doing touring, they're just going to like frat houses and house parties and
That's fucking
Yeah.
that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Charging
that's
$5 a
awesome.
head.
Could you
Yeah.
imagine being at a house party and there's we got a band, and then they come out? You'd be like, holy shit!
I actually saw it on CBS or CNN or something. You should fucking YouTube or search it. It's fucking kind of cool. They were talking about it. Like, yeah, we're like trying to do like a big tour. And we're like, fuck, this is going to cost too much money. Let's just like do a house party tour. And that's what they're doing.
That's
Oh,
brilliant,
that's
man.
awesome.
Yeah, that's fucking cool.
Right?
shit.
And they're opening themselves up to a whole new fucking age group
Yeah.
of fucking
Right.
bands.
I
And
mean,
they're
right.
and they're taking a lot of the flow. Probably there's not a lot of overhead.
I'm sure
Right,
they probably have a
right.
sound guy, and that's it, right?
Because
And
I
maybe
mean,
one
they came
tech.
out 20 years ago, right?
Right.
Ish.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Ish.
And-
Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
mean-
so they're I just looked it up. But currently knowing they're the house party tour where they're playing surprise pop-up shows at fan suggested locations.
Wicked.
I
That's
mean, think about
brilliant.
it. When they
Flat
came out, kids are now in college.
I was just gonna say it's kind of
Yeah.
coming full circle
Yeah.
now because that's how
Yeah.
bands used to make it. They would always go to
And
college, right?
it
In college
says-
radio.
That says the tour started as a protest against expensive arena shows.
Good.
Yeah.
So
Good for them.
yeah,
Fuck Live Nation.
there's some pretty cool pictures with that too. Fuck man,
Funny with
was
that
awesome.
style of music. Today, speaking of music, today I was driving my kid to work and Blink came on the radio. All the small things, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Holy shit! I haven't listened to Blink in a long time." I was like, I cranked it up, and I'm sure he was like, "Jesus."
Really did. The classic rock did.
Right.
he's probably at least it's not 90s dance music.
Right. True.
My first wife, we were together. We got together around that time of Blink 182's like heyday, and all the small things.
That's the one that was on the radio.
It was on the radio constantly.
Yeah.
So I used to just irritate the piss out of her. Just like we'd be nowhere. All the small things. And I would just do it constantly. And she told me the other day, she's like, I can't fucking listen to Blink 182 anymore. Because it's our middle kid's like one of his favorite bands. And
Nice.
she's like, every time I hear that song, I think of your fucking
Yeah.
dad.
That's
Live in
awesome.
your head rent free.
That's right.
And it worked.
Awesome.
Well, speaking of annoying people with music, the poor wife, ever since Garbage's album came out this year, what is it? Let all that we imagine be the light. It's a dumb title, I gotta admit, but fucking phenomenal album, dude. If you haven't
Yeah, I
listened,
gotta
to
check it
album-
out. Like,
And what's funny, I was listening first when it first came out. I listened to the entire album. I was like, God damn, this album sounds bigger than anything I've ever heard. And I the best way I could come up with is this album sounds cinematic. Like it's beyond.
Okay.
It sounds like garbage, but it sounds like they're doing a soundtrack for something. It's just a very huge sounding album.
Okay.
And then I saw Butch Vig and Shirley talking about it, and Butch Vig goes, "Yeah, we set it out." He goes, "We wanted to have a big production, so it sounded cinematic." I'm like, "Oh, fucker, you did it!"
yeah.
Yeah, I love Butch Vig.
Yeah, but yeah, listen to
Yeah.
if you like garbage, listen to the new album. Trust me, you're gonna love it. Fucking listen to There's No Future in Optimism. Have We Met, Radical, and Give or Love to Give, man. Pff, the whole album's great, but those are the
Shirley's
5
voice,
standouts.
right?
I love
Dude.
Shirley's voice. Love.
They have not ever had I don't think they've ever had a bad album ever.
You know what's really cool though is somebody like them is a '90s band that's still producing music because there's so many of them that are not. They're just the
Correct.
bands have broke up.
It's
People,
Yeah.
the Foo
people have died,
Fighters. And that's
people have
about it.
died sadly, but or they're just not making music.
Yeah.
Well, they have their devotees, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, they're definitely like the upper echelon of small bands. I
Yeah.
don't know how else to
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah.
They have their through and throughs that are going to support them. I mean, I was just in Madison, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, and I think I was telling you guys, or
Yeah.
just Joe, I can't remember.
Yep.
Like in October, they're going to be playing there. I'm like, that sounds like it's a fucking cool deal. Really small venue, small marquee. We happen to
That'd
be
be
driving
awesome.
on it, and I saw the name, and we went around the block, and is that really it? So yeah. So that might be an October visit.
Nice.
Yeah, it'd be-
Speaking of
When is that?
October, yeah, what is it?
I think it's like October 2nd. I could be wrong. I'd have to.
My wife's birthday.
Now look it back up again.
I'll Google it.
That's Katie's birthday.
Happy birthday, Katie.
Speaking of October, I think I told you guys, but I'm going to Vegas to see Tesla.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of cool. Speaking of bands that are still kicking out music, right? And it's a 5-day residency at the House of Blues, so that's kind of neat.
That's very cool. Yeah, I've seen those guys. The second amount, most of any band I've seen.
This will be my first, so I've got a boner, right?
I think I've seen him 14 times.
Well, I got a semi now, but I'll have a boner at it.
I had a boner.
Oh,
for
you
that
do.
part, too.
They are still so fucking good. They not a note missed, not a beat missed. They are so good.
Tesla.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I went away. You're talking about Tesla?
I went away. You were still there the whole time.
I was. Well, oh well, by Fluid Mac jumped up on my YouTube, and I was trying to get it out there real quick.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear it either.
Fall Out Boy with Garbage.
Oh, Fall Out Boy.
Wow.
My Chemical Romance with Garbage.
My teenage daughter, who's now 34, would love this show.
Right.
Who's
My
now
Chemical
34?
Romance is still putting out music?
They got back together. Yeah, my kids.
Wow.
Fucking
What's the lead
Oh.
singer's name?
Gerard, Jared,
Yeah, something
Jared
like
Way.
that. But he's
Jerry, yeah.
when the band took a hiatus, he became like a very popular writer for DC Comics.
Yeah. Well, he did a bunch of like novellas or graphic novels.
Yeah, he did a bunch of independent comics, and then DC hired him to write his own line of comics. Like he was in charge of like the editor.
And then
like,
he
5
did,
books.
yeah, a series of crossovers. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's cool. He's a talented guy. It's like way back in the day, I knew a band whose name was TBA.
To be announced. Nice.
Well, no, that was their name, TBA, and the dumbass is like, "Oh, people don't show up to our shows." Yeah, because it's
not
like
telling
it says
me.
on the banner, "It's coming Friday, TBA." Well, no one knows what the fuck's going on.
That's just like the stupid people with free beer.
I always think that other band in Minneapolis about our time got really big, really quick. They were called Free Beer, and I'm not joking.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
It'd be like
Free beer.
tonight, free beer.
Yeah.
Well, it's fucking brilliant, and they were an awful band. Sorry, guys, you're
Right.
not good. You aren't good.
Free beer. You guys gonna see Free Beer? I hope so.
Wasn't Tesla originally called Free Beer?
They had some dumb
Really?
name before Tesla.
Something like that.
Could have been.
Man, Tesla, if you ever get a chance to see, I know Joe, you've seen them. I'm not sure about you guys. Just a fucking great show, and they put themselves out there and just really fucking give it. Now, granted, I haven't seen them in a while, but
I have.
seen them 3 days in a row with Def Leppard opening up, and just wow. I mean, Def Leppard ended up blowing them off the stage with their stage show. But sonically, Tesla fucking killed it.
Yeah, I'll let you know in October, man, after I see him. Like, I'm sure it's
Yeah, it's one of the few bands that when I go, "Hey, we're gonna get tickets for this," Gina's like, "Yeah, I can't wait." It's Tesla's one of those
yeah,
bands.
well, your wife's like my wife's like, because we're going with another couple, and Natalie really wants to go, and I really want to go, and Jay.
Oh yeah, you told us about
Eh.
that. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
Katie's like, I know Love Song. I'm like, I played her a few songs. She goes, oh, yeah, I know those songs. I'm like, well, you guys can go play the slots or whatever, and Natalie and I will go to the concert because we have a table, right? Because it's at the
Yeah.
House of Blues. Like,
When I saw Paul McCartney in 2016, I thought that was a lot. That was $160 a ticket. Now that's nothing nowadays. I remember when the Foos played a couple years ago at Target Stadium here. It was like the cheap tickets were $400. I'm like, fuck
Yeah.
this. I'm not going.
Well, okay, that's a good question. Tickets are $300. What are the shows that you're willing to see for $300?
Now
Yeah,
of living bands,
yeah.
nobody.
Nobody.
I mean, I've seen
Although Tool's touring Japan at Christmas in December. If you guys want
Wow.
to go to Japan,
we can do the Japan tour. There we go.
I don't want to go to Japan.
they go to an
Um,
airplane to Japan. I don't think so.
No.
All right. The tickets are $200. Who are you willing to see?
I mean, I'll
$200,
see,
I'm willing to see quite a few bands, probably.
yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I expect $200 now. $300 is the point where it's at.
$300 now you're getting into another echelon where it's like, do I really like this?
I think anyone who I'd go see for that money,
Is dead.
well, he is dead. Yeah.
It's a
Right.
great night, right? It's a memorable, but it's over,
Is
right?
it that great of a night? Is
Is
it?
it?
On-
Right. The
on
whole time I was
Airbnb,
thinking, this
I-
better be good. What I fucking paid for.
I
Well, I've
found
always-
a pub on Airbnb we can rent for that fucking much money. We have a
Right.
blast for a week. Like,
Right.
Think of all the booze we could
And,
buy.
and I always, like I said, my favorite artist was Prince. Obviously, is like I would just most times not go see him in a a theater or in a stadium or an arena because I know in 2 weeks or even that night he's playing Paisley for less than $50, sometimes free, sometimes for 3 cans of soup for the homeless shelter.
Yeah.
Like, literally. How many times I saw him for 3 cans
I
of
get
soup?
3 cans of soup to see fucking pretty much anybody.
Exactly.
Times are tough.
That's the real question. Who would you see for 3 cans of soup?
Well, 2 cans, not 3. I like soup.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have some soup right after this.
I might have some Campbell's Chunky right after this as well.
I'll give it chunky.
Oh God.
What?
That turned my stomach. There was bile. from
Here
that.
comes that vomit again.
Well, stuff that up with some toast.
Vodka and lime's coming back.
On that note, that's probably a great foray into our first attempt at this queued up episode.
Yeah.
Our monthly shenanigans, BS.
Yeah, we were all over the place.
We just like to hear ourselves talk. Let's be honest.
Yes, it's true.
Well, I don't think we have really a call sign or anything to sign off with. So it'd be like, thanks.
Thanks.
This has been queued up by the Just Right
Thanks
crew.
to our brain.
Thanks for being there.
We'll catch you later.
Thank you for being a friend.
Check you later.
Copyright 1978.
Check you later.
Check you later. Check you later. I'm like a fucking idiot. Check you later.